Learning new details this afternoon about the man who police are calling the primary suspect in the death of a federal judge's son in New Jersey. Authorities now believe Roy Den Hollander may have been targeting at least one other judge, also a woman. CBS 2's John Diaz reports now from North Brunswick.
Today, U.S. Marshals are continuing to investigate the deadly shooting at the home of federal Judge Esther Salas. On Sunday, the judge's son was killed and her husband also shot. Loved ones and neighbors in this North Brunswick, New Jersey community still in mourning.
The guy was the only son. For any family, it is kind of pain which, the family cannot ever forget about.
It's just a devastating situation. In this world, we have enough problems.
Yesterday in the Catskills, authorities found the body of Roy Den Hollander in a vehicle with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And today, explosive new details emerging about what they found next to him. The name and photo of Janet DeFiore, the New York State Chief Judge. Authorities believe she could have been his next target.
Also on our show is Roy Den Hollander. A lot of people know who Roy is because he's a lawyer in New York City who's been suing people who discriminate against men.
Den Hollander was an attorney and self-proclaimed men's rights activist with a passion for the anti-feminist agenda. Sources believe Den Hollander knew Judge Salas from a prior court case back in 2015. Police say he disguised himself as a FedEx delivery driver, shooting the judge's husband, defense attorney Mark Androl, when he answered the front door, then fatally shot the couple's 20-year-old son, Daniel. A neighbor saying instead of running for cover when he heard the gunshots, instead he ran to help his parents.
He was a loving, wonderful son, the only child who wanted to be a lawyer like his parents.
Investigators believe the attack was very well planned. They're looking through Judge Salas's previous cases in search of a motive.
My son is a lawyer, and we are really very upset.
This neighbor brokenhearted, saying this should never be a consequence of the work of a judge.
Judges are next to God. I mean, when our judicial system is, when you go there, I mean, you are going to a person who's impartial.
Judge Salas's husband is still in critical condition at the hospital. In North Brunswick, New Jersey, John Diaz, CBS 2 News.
A law enforcement source tells us the FBI is also investigating whether Den Hollander may be connected to the death in California of Mark Angelucci, an attorney in the men's rights movement who was shot and killed at his home nearly 2 weeks ago by a suspect with the same description.